Hello, black people, white people, Asian people, Mexican people, all the people in between and all around the world. What is up? What's happening? It's Top 5 guys, and we are here.
We're back. It is Black History Month.
Whoa.
It is February in Minnesota, so it's cold. It is February in Atlanta, so it's 80 degrees. So
30 today, but yesterday it was 70. Global warming, you know.
Yeah. Nobody cares, man. Nobody's happy for you. But yeah, it's February. Where this is the after football kind of, I guess withdrawal. How you been?
Yeah, it's a bit of a content withdrawal. I've been good. This has given me this list. So the list we're doing today is top 5 black superheroes. This list has given me new hope for a better future. When you just dive into heroes, you just dive into all the great things they do. I just got to fan out on nerdom and just got to get into it. And what I did, Yanni, this is how I created my list. I got nerdy with it. I created some metrics here, Yanni. That's what I do. Okay, I create metrics. I'm a statistician.
All right. You know? Okay. All right, go ahead.
And the metrics that we use, or I personally use to dictate who is the most powerful superhero, I did it on a rubric, a 3-point rubric. Okay, first rubric, first one is power, how powerful they are on a scale of 1 through 10. Okay.
Yep.
The second scale on the rubric is the cultural influence. How much did they impact not only black culture but culture in general? Yeah. How much are they in the zeitgeist of superheroes? How much are they in the atmospheres? And the last rubric, last but not least, this might be the most important rubric, Yanni.
Yep.
This part right here made it broke a lot of people. This one was intangibles.
Yes.
What does that mean, Yanni? What does intangible means?
Intangible means I would say that it's something that separates people from regular people or the crowd. Sorry. So whatever crowd that you're comparing them to, this was separates them from said crowd.
Sure, Yanni, that works for you. But for me, how I meant is how much of a superhero they were. Their level of superhero-ness.
All right. Okay.
Yes. The things you can't teach. The things that just you either have it or you don't. Give you an example of this. Give you a prime example. Hancock, low intangibles. Okay. Yeah. He's an addict. He's getting bossed around by a white woman and her boyfriend, who's her husband or whatever. He doesn't even have superpowers. He's getting bossed around by them. Nick Fury, high level intangibles. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The level of aura. Maybe that's another word. Maybe that's how the kids describe intangibles nowadays. Aura, pizzazz, the gravitas of their either vaginal or testicular area. Right?
Yes.
That's what I'm referring to when I say intangibles.
Yeah. I like that. But I guess it kind of conflicts with your other criteria of the zeitgeist, obviously, what pulls people to black people, and obviously, so I think I guess it could be a sub point of that to understand that. But how I did this was this: I basically sat down and I said, you know what, I want to have fun with this, and also I want to be scientific, but I also want to be fun with this. So I was like, okay, knee jerk. We got to name black superheroes, who's coming up, and then how we're going to rank them. And that's what I did for the initial list. Then I said, knee jerk again, if you have to rank them, like instead of just saying them out loud, all right, how people are going to rank them. Then I went off how people would rank them, and then my thoughts against the list, because obviously if everybody had a consensus ranking of these black superheroes, there's a reason why. So diving into that, I used what I thought their points would be, and compared to my points, and then I made my list.
Interesting, Yanni. Okay, so should we just dive into? I mean, I have a lot of honorable mentions I want to get through. I'm diving right in.
Go ahead.
Now, my first person who just missed the list. This person got a number 22 on my black superhero scale. Number 22 out of 30. Okay, so he's pretty strong, pretty elite character here. Number 9 in power level. 7 cultural influence. This man made a difference out here. Okay. 6 in intangibles, because I'm not quite sure if he can even count as a superhero, Yanni. Okay. I'm not even sure. This guy, if someone said, hey, I got Satan's Spawn over here causing havoc, I wouldn't first think of a superhero. My first honorable mention is the one and only Spawn.
Yeah, I seen Spawn. I was like, yeah, nah, because like also keeping it a buck, Spawn is a how can I put this? He's not your typical character. He is very.
No.
He has a lot of ways that can go, especially now in this day and age. How Spawn moves. If you put him in this current day and age, it would be very fun, I guess. But you would have to reintroduce him to a lot of people because when he came out, Spawn wasn't. Spawn wasn't something that most black people would know about. So yeah, that's the reason why.
I feel like if you were born if you were in your 30s, if you were a millennial, you know who Spawn is. Spawn had some culture.
You don't.
He was a bit of a badass. He is first off, he's not DC or Marvel, so he doesn't really have that backing.
No.
He's not really intersected into other superheroes comics. So he's a little bit of a standalone character.
Yeah.
But he was a badass. He was a Satan Spawn. He has he could do anything. Like his number 9 for power level for a reason, right?
Yes.
He could literally teleport. This man could turn himself into a fucking battery ram, turn some machine guns. He could do anything. He could stop time. Okay, as long as he has enough necroplasma, he could do anything he wants to. But the necroplasm runs out, unfortunately.
Yes, it does.
But the reason why he doesn't rank higher as he could, because there's just a lot of great, solid black superheroes, and Spawn is just not as memorable or as even culturally relevant as the other ones that we're about to mention.
Yeah.
Yanni, do you have honorable mentions? I'm gonna let you do your honorable mentions. I'm gonna list off a bunch of them. I mean, do you have honorable mentions before we go?
I do.
I'll pass the ball. I'll pass the rock to you, man.
Okay, passing the rock to me. I'm gonna go through mine. I know Matt's gonna have maybe a reaction to one or two of them, but they just didn't make the list. First one is John Henry. He is a folktale character, but he is a black superhero in a sense that he had superhuman ability. So that technically puts him in the criteria. John Henry is a folktale about a black steel driver who competed against a steam engine that steel drives. And basically, the basic part of this folktale is that he challenged a steam engine to a race, and he beat the steam engine, basically driving, taking 2 big hammers and still driving faster than a steam engine doing it, which is crazy. And obviously, his heart exploded after that. But it showed that. Yeah, it's kind of obviously it's some of that black trauma where it's like we do something great and then obviously immediately right after we can't enjoy it. But yes, obviously it speaks to the superhuman ability and spirit of black people and specifically African Americans at that point in time, because this is a story that runs against industrialism and obviously having machinery take away work or replace people. Or in this case, machine's not better than man. So there's that story. But a lot of people obviously, did you hear about John Henry before?
This is the first time I heard about John Henry.
That's my exact point. Obviously, we only get 28 days in school, so they gotta cram in Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Tubman, and then maybe some teachers, depending on the teacher, you might hear Nazi the Spider. You might hear about John Henry. There's not enough time because we have the shortest month, which it should be taught all year. So he's a casualty of that. Next honorable mention is Frozone. I believe Samuel Jackson's depiction of Frozone is great. The only thing is that we only have so much screen time of Sam Jackson. They didn't even do a limited series of The Incredibles, like a spinoff where maybe somebody else is voicing Sam Jackson's character. Frozone only exists in 2 movies. Now it's big, and his depiction is perfect. Okay, this is a superhero that so has to answer to a very opinionated wife that we don't get to see in the show, and she still wants to know his whereabouts, even though he's a superhero. I still have to check in. So I think it's perfect. Just we need more screen time for him to be a elevated black superhero. But I think his depiction is spot on. I think
Frozone stole the show in
a lot of times.
Every time he's on The Incredibles, he steals the show. I have him for my little rubric. I give him a 19. So Spawn's 22. He's 19. 5 power level, 6 cultural influence. Data tangible. I feel like he gets shit done. I feel like he's a leader, right? Yes. He can handle some shit. Like if you were in a little bad spot, you see Frozone coming, like okay, we got Iceman coming through.
But yeah, we just need more tape. If we can have more tape, I think easily Sam Jackson's Frozone's I think he hit that perfect spot. Like he did it perfectly. We just need more tape.
Yo, Sam Jackson on this list 3 times.
Sam Jackson's on this list 3 times.
Frozone, Nick Fury, Mace Windu.
Hey.
Low key. Sam Jackson's the GOAT. Maybe Sam Jackson needs to be his own little character. Maybe
you know what?
Number one black superhero, Sam Jackson.
You know what's funny is that you did give me Mace Windu, but actually he would still end up on my honorable mentions. I did put Nick Fury there because he does not have a superpower.
But he's still a superhero. He's a tangible.
You know, his intangibles are
10 out of 10.
Are organizing. Yes, I'll give him that. But he still would end up as a so you know what? Actually, I don't know. Obviously, are these guys on your list?
So Mace Windu. So for me, when I thought of this, I was so narrow minded, and I only thought of comic book characters. I didn't think of fucking Mace Windu, but I wish I would have, because he probably would have ranked top. If I'm giving it a keeping a buck for power level, he's better than Frozone, Mace Windu, because Mace Windu would murk Frozone, right? Would he? Would he?
He's a Jedi, man. It's tough, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Frozone might be able to long range. I don't know. So maybe Mace Windu would rank a little bit low, because I can't say for certain that he would be a doubt, because there's a lot of good super. We're gonna get to this list for power level. It's tough. We got some ballers here.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. So it is tough, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be tough to rank that. But they both would end by honorable mentions. But yeah, obviously Nick Fury being able to assemble the Avengers and obviously know what buttons to push. I think he's very integral to saving the Earth. So there is that part. But once again, I need more tape of seeing him, like, obviously command the screen, and just need some more time with him. We need some more time with
Nick Fury has a lot of tape. I said for cultural influence, he's an A, because he's in everything. He literally Samuel Jackson inspired Nick Fury.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah,
so
you're right.
They made Nick Fury to look like Samuel Jackson, and like Samuel Jackson, people say, hey,
they brought him alive. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Yeah,
exactly.
I still just put my honorable mention. Maybe I just wanted a Nick Fury movie, which sounds kind of weird. I probably only want that. But
you didn't see the fucking little show they had with him and his little, his little alien boo thing?
Nah, man, we're not.
No, okay, it was a good show. It was better than people said it was.
Yeah, but they make an honorable mentions. Because going to my last two, Matt's really gonna hate this one, but once again, need more tape. Mr. Terrific, and
wow, I completely neglected Mr. Terrific.
Well, that's probably why, because he doesn't have tape.
Shit.
He doesn't have enough tape.
Shit.
Does he have enough tape?
All right, quick, y'all. Scale 1 to 10. What's his power level? Okay, what's his power level, Mr. Terrific? If 10 is we're talking. So to give you context, I have Hancock at 9 for power level. Okay, I got someone like there's other people who are at 10, but I can't mention their names.
Yes.
So what power level would you give Mr. Terrific? Because he could fuck some shit up. He fucked up the little army base. He fucked up the little giant gremlin thing.
That's what I'm saying. We got to see that. And mind you, me and Matt don't read enough comics to know about Mr. Terrific like that. But we do know that he's highly intelligent. Obviously, he's highly intelligent. He has this obviously this kind of swag to him that that he is able to manipulate. How would they describe his power? Like I said, would say
super smart, extra. He's a third smartest person in DC universe, whatever that means. Whatever. So take that for whatever it's worth.
Yeah. So he's the third smartest person in DC, and he's able to basically
use his T-balls.
He has T-balls. He's able. He's a super genius who has over a dozen PhDs in many fields.
A lot of balls.
Yeah. So he has black belts in a whole bunch of different disciplines. So he's just a walking badass. Yes.
Let me ask you this, Yanni.
Spheres.
Let me ask you this: would be able to beat Falcon in a fight?
He whipped Falcon's ass. He put hands on him.
All right, so he's high level. So then, for me, I agree. I think his power level would be like 6. I have Falcon at power level 5. Cultural influence, Mr. Terrific is not there yet. He's not there yet.
I was actually going to touch on Mr. Terrific later on, but my point's going to dovetail another point that I have. But I'll come back to that. But yeah, we need. I believe the source material that he has is very, very tasty. He just needs more tape, and he also needs to lead in that tape. If he does, I think it'll be up. Yeah. So
he seems like a player who could lead. He seems like seems like a solid, like a 3D role. Like he could like a significant, like, 4th best man on the team, on a starting championship team.
Yeah.
Maybe 3rd.
So yeah. Well, not higher than Lamar Odom, but I get what you're saying. Yes. Yeah. My last honorable mention is.
Are you sure higher than Lamar Odom? Could anyone be higher?
Sure. Anyone
be higher than Lamar Odom? Higher?
Yes, it's higher.
Lamar Odom's higher. Pretty high.
I think he's like
high as fuck.
I think if we're gonna quickly talk about this, obviously, so we're already talking about this. His height could be Kyrie Cleveland Cavaliers. I think if they do right by Mr. Terrific, for other points that I have, It could be Kyrie Irving, Cleveland Cavaliers.
I was talking about Lamar Odom as being a drug addict, but
Okay.
as far as I don't think he can be Kyrie. I don't think he can reach Kyrie level. He doesn't have super strength. I feel like you're kind of limited. I mean, Batman doesn't have super strength, so I don't know. Maybe you have an argument. Batman definitely could be Kyrie because Kyrie is called Batman, right? So yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah. Maybe you're right. Yachty.
Yeah. So that's what I have for that. Last one I have is Killmonger as a honorable mention. This is a conflicted character, but I know some of his points are spot on, and his approach was maybe rough, maybe controversial, but understood where it came from. So yeah.
I gave Killmonger an 8 out of 10 for culture influence. We didn't know. No one knew about Killmonger.
No one knew about Killmonger. These people, like Nick Fury being depicted by Sam Jackson, obviously Michael B. Jordan being depicted by Killmonger. Casting matters. It matters a lot. Yes.
But also how you wrote the character, because he was the most interesting part of Black Panther, without a doubt. The social commentary he stood for. I gave Killmonger a 22 out of 30, so the same level of Spawn. Like he almost cracked my top 10, but he just didn't. He doesn't have the reps. He died, right?
Yeah, we you know what I'm saying. And obviously, I understand the writing, but I hope that there's, because they did use that kind of magic, obviously, in Black Panther to kind of have him talk to Shuri, obviously, in that tough period that she's in.
Because he was once a Black Panther and lived forever.
Which I think is so clever, and I think they're going to need to lean in that some more, and I hope that they're able to do some things and play around some things to bring him in, because him on screen is amazing as Killmonger. So, yeah, we just need more reps. That's all my honorable mentions, though.
I'm curious, who do you think are the best Black villains? Because I was doing research. There ain't not many Black supervillains.
Oh, supervillains. Oh, shit.
Black supervillains.
Black
so I was thinking, like, could this be another topic for us to do? And I was like, no, there really is. There's not enough quantity there. It's Killmonger, the Prowler, Shocker, Spider-Man, and then we're just throwing in like random guys off Invincible, and we're getting to the like characters.
I got another one off there too. Like I'm not gonna put Miles Morales on there. It's just not happening for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Off rip. Yeah. He's an honorable mention. He's an honorable mention. Them two movies that what's buddy name Shamik Moore did are great, and they are great source material, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because it needs to be said, Matt. Where's my camera? My camera's right here. We need Miles Morales in the MCU. Stop putting him in these animated stuff. Get him on screen in the MCU where the reps matter. Okay, and we need him there.
Hold on.
Yep. Yeah.
You're not just gonna say that those movies don't matter. Those movies are fucking fantastic.
They're great.
They do matter. They're elevated. Oh well, we'll talk about it later. Little foreshadowing.
Obviously, because I got, So I know he's on your list. We're gonna discuss it later, but that's all my honorable mentions I have right now. Yeah. Do you have any other honorable mentions?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going down my list of people.
Yeah, go ahead.
Power scaled up. Catwoman.
Okay.
20 out of 30.
So the Batman's depiction of Catwoman.
The Halle Berry's depiction of Catwoman. 20 out of 30.
Oh, okay.
3 for power level. She gets murked by most people. Culture influence 7. Intangibles. You can't teach that, baby. That's 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 intangibles. Catwoman. Halle Berry. Great tangibles. Great IQ. Yeah. Moving on. Cyborg. Okay? Cyborg. What are your thoughts on Cyborg, Yanni?
My thoughts, honestly, I low-key had him on. I low-key have him higher, man.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Okay, all right. I'll pass. I'll just continue moving on. Hancock, 19 out of 20. 19 out of 30.
I'm sorry, it's not you. I'm thinking like how social media memes pop up. They said that his weakness is some milk.
It was. Tangibles are low.
Yeah,
not your best Black superhero. Hey,
yeah, man.
Better. They're like, hey, I'm dodging this one. Hey, I'm scared.
His intangibles being his weakness being some milk is rough, and it's tough. It's tough during Black History Month, man. So yeah.
Hancock. There's a reason why they didn't make a sequel. 9 for power level. 9 out of 10 for power level. He
was strong as shit.
Virtually unkillable, except for with the white one could break him. All right. Also in 19, I have a couple people who are 19 out of 20. So I have a couple people on the same team. Cyborg, Hancock, the 4th Kage from Naruto. So for those who know, the 4th Kage is the one who cut off his arm to fight Sasuke. And look, I'm just gonna pass on that one because Yanni made his Yanni face.
I didn't say anything. I'm like, hey, man. No, actually, I don't have him on my list.
You don't have him on your list.
No.
Interesting. Did you consider him? Because these.
He was considered. He's a legend. I think so.
Just not enough cultural influence, unfortunately.
No. Yeah.
That's we said Nick Fury again. Power level 1, but whatever. Cultural influence 8, intangibles 19, whatever. Blah blah blah. Oob, Majin Oob, power level 10.
Oh my God! Yeah,
Majin
put him
power
on
level 10. Okay, he whoop anyone's ass. Are we
suggesting? Okay, obviously, was he Indian? Dog? Look, Indian.
Indian people can still be black. Why can't Indian people be black? This black is a.
You're right. Okay. Right. My bad. You're right. My bad. You're right. Sorry.
You can't act like you didn't fuck with Oob because you did fuck. We first saw Oob.
I thought you were gonna bring up Piccolo. I thought that was more. Like, we know that Piccolo is black.
Hey, next up on my honorable mention. Honestly, here we go. Might as well dive into it. Honestly, if we're going off my metric system, Yanni, Piccolo will be third on my list. The only reason why I have him on there because he's not black enough. Now, I'm not normally the person to say someone is black enough, not black enough. But Piccolo definitely counts as not black enough to make it.
No,
and I just feel disrespectful.
It is suggested, but we obviously, I don't know.
We all know Piccolo's black.
We just know, but we can't prove it, but we just know.
We all know.
Yeah.
The scowl he be making though, the way he raised Gohan to be independent, strong man.
Yes.
Power level 9, cultural influence Piccolo 7, intangibles 10, 10 out of 10, 26 out of 30. He'd have been number 3 on my fucking list. That's a good of a black figure Piccolo was, but unfortunately he just wasn't quite black enough. Unfortunately.
Damn.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Someone who was black enough, but this is a street level, a superhero. He's not doesn't belong in the big boys. Even though we kind of all want him to be part with the big boys, I think we would all love him to have him be in the DCU. Static Shock. 5 for power level, cultural influence 7, intangibles 6. He's a smart guy, but he doesn't have the fight experience. Okay. He doesn't have the fight. He doesn't have the fight experience.
All right. Okay.
He's getting marked by I don't know who have higher power level than him. I have Piccolo definitely has a higher power level. Frozone a little bit less. 4th rate Kage. Whoops, Static Shock's ass, unfortunately. Moving on. Again, I'm just kind of like this honorable mention kind of gets more and more sad as we get lower. What, Yanni? What are you gonna say?
I was gonna throw out Storm. Yeah, Storm. Yeah, we're all right. I'm just all right. We're all right on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Falcon. The second black superhero.
We're okay, man.
That's what I say. Power level 5. I feel like his cultural influence is a 1. I feel like the culture is worse because of Falcon. I think he makes black culture worse.
Giving him that damn shield was like it was most. I'm gonna say that I already am wearing a red cap, so I know people are gonna say what they want to say. Giving Falcon the shield, giving Falcon Captain America's shield for the listeners who may be confused, was the most DEI shit. Like, don't give him that damn shield. He ain't fam, come on, we don't gotta do that.
You don't fuck with him like that.
And mind you, it's not to say you can't give it to a black person. You want to give a shield to somebody, give it to Black Panther, somebody with that. You know what I mean?
Aura. With that level of intangibles.
Yes, he doesn't have it, man. It was the most given the affirmative action shield ever, man. Don't give him that shield, man. Take that shield off of him. But yeah, so yeah, I'm good on Falcon.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie, he's a terrible actor, man. He really made that fucking no one really cared about Falcon, but he made people care about Falcon less. That's how bad he is.
Anthony Mackie's agent, man, he be working, man. Papa Doc's agent be working, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Last but not least, Jax from Mortal Kombat, power level 3, culture. Jax is just Jax is just cool.
Mortal Kombat.
Jax was cool. We saw the Mortal Kombat movie part 2.
But he's a hero. This is this nigga dismember people.
You're right. Maybe not be a hero. Yeah, if I'm giving Spawn hell for not being a hero, I guess Jack.
No, Spawn's an anti-hero. Spawn does kill creepy ass people that deserve to die.
Spawn be murdering angels, fam. Spawn is actually. We try to talk about Spawn more. This man literally could be 10 out of 10. If he didn't run around necroplasm, he could be 10 out of 10 because he could do whatever the fuck. He literally put God and Satan into timeout. He created a whole universe, put the niggas in timeout so they could fight each other forever while he created his own little universe. That's how cold Spawn is. If we're talking about just straight power, we're just talking about straight who would win in a fight in 30 minutes. Spawn's beating everyone on this list. That's how cold Spawn is. But cultural influence lacking. I don't even know if you count him as a superhero. Like if you see Spawn show up to save you, I don't know if you. I don't know if you're excited.
You might shit you might go to God before Spawn gets done saving. Like, oh man, I thought I was done.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it may not happen, man. Yeah,
but yeah, Spawn's a badass, but he just can't crack the top 10 or top 5.
Yeah.
That's all I have, Yanni.
All right, so we're gonna get to the list. I know I'm talking about the list for 25 minutes, but we're very prepared, guys. So we're gonna get to our list. 1 second. You start on number 5?
That I can. Let it rip.
All right.
Number 5.
My number 5 for best black superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this man has a 23 out of 30 on my Richter scale. Power level 7. Okay, he could murk most people in a fight to the death if he wanted to.
Yep.
Tangible 7. Smart. Not the smartest, not the leader yet. Still growing. This character was made in 2011, so he's still building. He's still morphing. Right. He's made, and then response.
Power Ranger. Okay.
No, not quite a Power Ranger, but yeah, he was a response to Obama. Right. It was like, you know what? America's ready for this. America can handle this.
Obama. Huh.
This man was trained by Captain America. This man had two of the best movies ever made about superheroes. This is the one and only Miles Morales. Okay, that is my number 5 for best superhero. Reason being, 1, he can murk a lot of people. 2, cultural influence, 9 out of 10. He's only been around for 15 years, but we all know his name. As superhero fans, that's pretty unheard of, right? To have that type of steam from the jump. The only thing that's hurting him from being higher on my list, 1 is, again, he's still learning. He's still developing. Yes. But he's a Spider-Man. He's not the Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of hurts him.
Yeah.
Right. When you compare it to other characters we have on the list, they are their own IP. They're their own brand. They're not supported. They weren't built up on the backs of another superhero. However, one might say Miles Morales is the most successful legacy character. Now, keep in mind, comic books, they do this all the time.
No, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Comics, like there's Woman Thor, there is Ironheart, who's the black Black Iron Man, who neither of us included on our list, I imagine. They have a bunch of different spinoffs. This happens all the time, but Miles Morales is easily the most successful spinoff. It's him and Nightwing, right? Are the most successful. You know, you take a character, you spin him around.
Nightwing's a far second because nobody fucks with Nightwing, man.
People do fuck with Nightwing. Are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding me, Yanni? Everyone loves Nightwing. What are you talking about?
Nobody says, "Oh man, turn that Nightwing on." Nobody's.
You gotta go back on. You gotta go back on the interwebs, Yanni. That's what you gotta do. You gotta go explore some interwebs.
Nobody's ever said that. All right, man, just go on.
There's a quote. Anyways, moving on. Let's go back to Miles Morales. And there also is a quote for Miles Morales. This man wears Jordans. This man had the damn poster up in his room. This man, or he's not even a man, he's a boy. He's a boy. He's a teenage boy who's still learning, still developing.
Yes.
And honestly, I think 10 years from now, he could be higher up on this list as he gets more powerful. Because these writers, they're making Miles Morales insanely powerful. They're making him have camouflage. He could shock people like Silk the Shocker. He calls it Venom Sting. He just adding more shit to give him more weapons. He eventually could be the GOAT. But he will never be the GOAT Spider-Man. And that's ultimately what keeps him down. However, I think he's a great representation. I think the Across the Spider-Verse and what was the second one? I can't remember what the second one was, but that was probably the best movie I've ever seen. I thought that movie should have won a fucking Oscar.
Across the Spider-Verse?
Yes. That was a fantastic movie, and he's put it on for the culture.
No, and obviously the amount of animation and the investment they've made showed up in that movie. For me, it's just, like you said, his rise is so meteoric. But I think what kind of caps it, and that's what I'm saying. For me, I think we're bringing up the point is that the reason why I need to see him in the MCU is I need people to see that he's not, like, to see him and like almost feel him in a sense, where it's like, oh, that's Black Spider-Man. And even though he's the black version of Peter Parker, I guess he's Black Spider-Man and a subsidiary of Spider-Man's main IP. Once you get that on screen, he steals the show. Then we're off running. Then we might get another movie. Then we might get a live action movie of him. We might get him in Avengers movies where he has more of these iconic moments that kind of really build other people's legacies that may or may not. Obviously, they're on the list. There was one person that for sure on me and Matt's list.
Man,
so, yeah.
if they make Miles Morales in the MCU, he would. I would say there's a fair chance he's competing toe to toe with Tom Holland for like popularity. Like if you see about screen, remember when
overnight.
Remember when Black Panther showed up on screen, and when the first minute he stepped on screen, the theater erupted. Everyone was screaming, "Ah, shit, Black Panther!" Ah! If you have Miles Morales come in, and then Miles Morales has swagger. He's cool. He's smart. He's not like the smartest. He's not Peter Parker, but he's like, he still has that charisma. He's personable. He's very personable. Now I don't know if this is be personable related because I'm mixed. I'm also biracial. He's biracial, right? We have this, whatever.
Yeah, I think
black.
It's a Hispanic background. I don't want to say. I think he's
Puerto
Dominican.
Puerto Rican and black.
Yes.
So, I don't know if it's that, but I think he would have.
His draw would be crazy.
That's what I'm saying. But we'll see if it happens. I don't know if Sony still owns the rights to Miles Morales.
Sony does.
But they're doing a great job. They should have stopped. He's my number 5. Again, I think he's head of Spawn. Spawn's back less close, so I think he's head of a lot of other people. Cyborg, I think he's ahead of. I'm sure we're going to talk a debate on that, but I think he's a great superhero, a great character, and he loves to wear J's. That's cool.
Yeah, it is actually. I miss that. They're like in my grown age. I really don't give a fuck about shoes. I have some of them and I don't wear them because I just don't. But I do regret the time that I missed out on the co-signed Air Jordan 1s because what they did is they did kind of weird shit where between 2 movies, right? The first movie, they got the Jordan co-sign. He was able to wear Air Jordan 1s. Then the second movie, they did some weird shit where they were putting him in Adidas and to the superstars. Like,
who? Miles Morales?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was just weird because they seen. I guess I'm guessing, between movies there was a point in time where they're gonna kind of argue on licensing and such. But when those Miles Morales Air Jordan 1 Chicago's came out, I shit you not, it's still true to this day that I when I see them, I'm like, fuck, those are nice. Yeah,
should have had him.
Yeah, so I mean, the culture. I mean, the cultural relevance. I mean, like him. He is like probably the highest honorable mention on my list, and I actually probably want to sub him out to maybe I'll put him my number 5. I'll probably do number 5 with you. Yeah, I'll probably do number 5 with you.
Oh, look, convince Yanni. Who got bumped out? Who got booted out? Yanni?
Cyborg did get bumped down, but I did have Cyborg higher because we grew up watching Cyborg. We watched Cyborg in Teen Titans, watched him in obviously I think was it Young Justice? He's part of Young Justice too, I think, or was he? And I think he was part of Teen Titans Go. So he's had his on-screen time is a lot. You get to see Cyborg in totality. Like, he has this long lineage where people know who Cyborg is. So I think obviously on-screen time is there. So yeah, that's
they definitely DEI'd him into the Justice League, even though he did not fit in the Justice League, and I don't think he should be part of the Justice League. They just needed some black person in there, and it's like, let's put Cyborg.
We're okay with it, Matt. Okay, sometimes we're okay.
Yeah, we're okay with it, but there's other black characters that you could have used that we'll get to later. Okay, let's break down between Miles Morales and I'm just curious at Cyborg. I'm curious to see because you swapped me list. Who wins in a fight between those two, Miles Morales and Cyborg?
So Miles Morales beats the shit out of him.
Who has more cultural influence, Miles Morales or Cyborg?
Well, obviously, Miles Morales. That's why I'm subbing him.
More intangible. So would you trust as a superhero who is just more
Miles Morales? Everything is Miles Morales.
There we go. Shouts to Miles. That's why he's on the list.
I just did not like the obviously. I just want him not to say Cyborg mained anything, but because there's other, yeah. I just
Justice League made his character work worse. Like Cyborg was awesome in Teen Titans. He's a fun character. He's a goofy. He's kind of like the teddy bear of the group. And they morphed him to a dark series. Just it was like took the whole soul out of Cyborg. He's no longer Cyborg. He was just. I was like, bro, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need like no one. You didn't need to.
That's some of the reason why.
I was
going to say that's some of the reason why, because there's somebody else on my list at number 4 that I'll get to, obviously later on. But obviously, I'm doing this number 5 with you. That they kept his character consistent, although he doesn't have a main IP. Although he's in a similar situation as
Let's just go into it. He's my number 4 too. I already know what you talk about. Go ahead, push the button.
Damn,
push
is your
the
number
goddamn button.
Wait, is that your number 4 too?
4. He's my number 4. Let's do it.
All right, here, pressing the button.
Number 4.
All right, let's do it.
John Stewart.
John freaking Stewart. John Stewart's Green Lantern is like, how can I describe? John Stewart's Green Lantern is like that cool uncle. Like, he has all the answers. He talks, you listen, and he's powerful. They've never nerfed him. He has a voice. When he speaks, they listen. He's not the leader of the group, but he's very respected. Like how they pace John Stewart in Justice League is like, wow, that's a character. So that's the reason why he's number 4 for me, is because although he is he's a subsidiary of the Green Lanterns and the ones before him, he's obviously a subsidiary of Hal Jordan, but he's for Black people, he's a Green Lantern we know.
For sure.
So much so that DC, when James Gunn got the keys from DC recently, they've been trying to cast a Green Lantern. They were trying to go with I think the Aaron Paul dude. You know what I'm saying? He might not be bad. His eyes, no homo. His eyes, he doesn't have Green Lantern's eyes, but he's a little bit lighter, which is not a problem at all. But they're trying to find Green Lantern because that cultural relevance, that cultural cachet that John Stewart's Green Lantern had from when we were watching it, Justice League back then on Cartoon Network, that's the cultural cachet that James Gunn's kind of pull from. Yeah. That aura. Yeah.
So to give a little bit more context of, because I recognize not everyone is knee deep in the comics, and I had the opportunity to have fun.
Yes.
So Green Lantern, John Stewart was the first Black superhero in DC Comics in 1971. So this is way back. This is not just he was pigeonholed the Justice League because they needed the DEI, like how they pigeonholed Cyborg into the movie. Like, he is a foundational member of DC Comics, right? He's supposed to be the backup to Hal Jordan when Hal Jordan goes away. Now, Hal Jordan is from even Green Lantern, or even for John Stewart himself, we recognize as the best Green Lantern of all time, right? Hal Jordan is that guy. He's Peter Parker. He is the pinnacle of what it means to be Green Lantern.
And he's not the first one. He's because the first Green Lantern is Alan Scott. But
really, I didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows that, because the first Green Lantern that everybody really knew was Hal Jordan. And then later on in our lives, we got the Cartoon Network, the Justice League version of John Stewart that we revere. So yeah,
right, exactly. And he's known as Yanni mentioned, he's well respected in DC Universe. He's known as the master builder because he was an architect and also a sniper. So when he makes shit, he's not just like Hal Jordan who makes a big old hammer and swings. He's making semi-automatic weapons. He's making sniper rifles. He's building things with so much depth and complexity because he's an architect, right? He was made for this. And the Guardians of the Universe were watching him before he was born. It was like, this little baby is going to be made. He's going to be something special. So they had the eye on him because he had the aura in his mother's womb, Yanni. That's how strong his aura was. That before he was born, they knew there was something special about him. But yeah, the only difference is, again, he isn't the best Green Lantern. He may not even be the second best Green Lantern. Like, there's Kyle Rayner. There's a guy who's just in the new superhero movie. There's also, or the Superman movie, who is also comparable to them. But again, power level 7. I think him and who is it to fight? Him and Miles Morales.
7.5. 7.5. I think Miles beats him, but I think Unk really puts hands on Miles and really has him like how Goku sometimes gets his ass beat and he's like, I got to sit down for a bit. Like,
he's
not just packing up John Stewart for free. Not at all.
Right.
Like, he's gonna be out for a bit. But yeah, I do have him beating. I would say, going off adopting your criteria, I think his power levels, if it's out of 10, I would put him at 7.5 or even 7.7, because he's like, mind you, he was an architect before. Then they obviously changed the story a little bit. He's a U.S. Marine from Detroit. Right. This is a U.S. Marine from Detroit with architect background. This nigga's not going for free.
A straight shooter.
He's not going for free, man. Nah, man. He's not going for free prior to getting the ring. So nah, man. It's like, good. Let's stop it. But I do think he loses to Miles Morales because Miles has that intangibles. His power levels and his power ceiling is probably very high because he has a lot of different things. Like, even he has some different powers that even Spider-Man doesn't have. The original Peter Parker doesn't have. So
Miles Morales?
Yeah. So I would say that he does beat John Stewart, but he's not just gonna beat him and just like, oh, I'm going to the next guy. Nah, you're not
I
doing
just
that.
don't know. Like, if we're going down to a tangent, I just don't think Miles Morales' combat experience matches up to John Stewart's. I feel like John Stewart, one, like you said, he's a Marine. He's part of the Justice League, man, and I feel like Miles Morales is a city level superhero. He's not a global monster beating superhero.
No, not as we say not right now, but his ceiling, and sometimes we do see in fights that people's ceilings do get unleashed or broken. I feel like in that fight, Unc would push him to that state, and I feel like he would pull it out. That's what I'm saying. He would barely make it. He would be out for like a bit. He'd be out for a bit, but I do have him being John Stewart in it if it was a fight to the death.
Cultural influence, John Stewart or Miles Morales?
It's still Miles Morales, but it's not by the large margin, because I think a lot of people, it's still actually still probably a large margin, but I think if I say it's by a large margin, it's not to come at pause John Stewart. It's more about like how crazy the rise was for Miles Morales. So Miles Morales, these kids, that song that was by
Sway Lee.
Yes. Like, these kids swear by Miles Morales. So, I mean, I have to tie that in, but that's just to show you how meteoric the rise is. It's not to say that John Stewart doesn't have nobody behind him. Obviously, me, Matt, and our generation really know John Stewart. We see John Stewart like, oh, that's Green Lantern. Like,
right, but I think people recognize him more as Green Lantern. Where I think people know Miles Morales' name. I don't think people know Jonathan Stewart. I think they know him as the Black Green Lantern. Where I feel like people know Miles Morales' name not just as the Black Spider-Man.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree. No, I
name
agree.
recognition.
Yeah.
All right, Yanni. Okay, look, tangibles. Miles Morales or Jonathan Stewart? What's higher in tangibles?
It's still Miles Morales.
So it sounds like you have Miles Morales ahead of John Stewart.
I don't.
He has higher power level. You said Miles Morales has higher power level. You said Miles Morales has more cultural influence. He has more higher intangibles. So
here's the reason why, right? Justice League has hella episodes. We've had Miles Morales on screen for 2 movies. I just need more tape. He probably will pass Unc in the future, but we've seen movie franchises all of a sudden out of nowhere just stop making. Like, sometimes, like, they can't agree on a contract, and all of a sudden they get stalled. It can happen, but we know for sure that we've had like hella seasons of Justice League, and we've seen John Stewart. We've seen him. He's had episodes where he's been the main guy saving people. He's been in play. We know about his life. Like, we only got like what, arguably maybe 5 hours of Buddy.
I mean, that cartoon that we had for Justice League is only from 2001 to 2004. It was a 3-year run that it had. It's on Netflix. We saw it all over the place, but it's only 3 years. Very permanent, important years in our life.
Yes,
but I don't know. So I put in context. I have both of them 23. The score 23. I might, based on the conversation, I might have Miles Morales a little bit higher. He might have.
I wouldn't be mad about that. I wouldn't be mad about it.
I think Miles Morales will win in the fight, which is crazy. I think, and also I think Miles Morales is a better Spider-Man than John Stewart is a Green Lantern. I think Miles Morales is the second Spider-Man. I think John Stewart is probably the second, but like this Kyle Rayner, who's the fucking other guy with the weirdest haircut that everyone fucking, the one in the Superman movie. I can't remember his name. It's escaping me right now.
I don't know, buddy.
Yeah, maybe that's a get another argument for John Stewart. I don't know. Maybe it's a tie.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
again, I got both 23 out of 30. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, and also that's what I'm saying. I was going to say is this, right? Is that people know Peter Parker and people know Miles Morales, right? So they knew two Spider-Mans, right? Under the gun, outside of the comic book universe, can people who are people going to readily identify as far as Green Lantern? If you put all the Green Lanterns on the line, who are they going to identify? Like, okay, I've seen that guy. They're going to pick John Stewart.
Right.
Like, you're actually non-comic book people. They'll be to pick them out. Where he's the most recognizable Green Lantern, even though he's not the main one, he's not the best one. Where people can say, "Oh, that's Tom Holland and that's Miles Morales, and they're both Spider-Man." But to people who are not comic book people, John Stewart's the only Green Lantern most people know,
and he's the only like recognizable Black DC character there are. Like, there's not that many Black DC characters who are like there's Static Shock, but Static Shock is city level. He's not gonna, though I really want a Static Shock movie. I would, if it was up to me, if I didn't have my rubric, Static Shock would be my top 5. If it was up to like, if I did have to consider any other thing, just for my nostalgia, my heart would have Static Shock up there. Just because like he represented a Black teenage boy. He was cool. He was cool. Right around his little thing. He got electromagnetism, shock and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
But there's not that many Black DC characters, unfortunately.
No, there's not. Hopefully that changes. Obviously, James Gunn, you have the keys, and you're in a weird situation. I guess I'm quickly talking to James Gunn on the pod. You have a weird situation right now where Marvel's in kind of a lull. Be aggressive, because if Marvel gets it right again, they'll go on another 10-year run. You will not catch them again.
Yanni, who wins out of the most blackest non-black person? Piccolo versus Green Lantern. Who wins?
The black is not black. Black is not black. What do you mean? John Stewart's
Piccolo.
black.
I'm saying Piccolo. Piccolo.
Why are you claiming to John Stewart? John Stewart's black though.
I know. I'm saying Piccolo. That's what I refer to Piccolo as the blackest non-black. Piccolo is the blackest non-black.
Oh, but I think you just mentioned Green Lantern. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But black is not black, but it's also green. Wow, they're both green too. Sorry, got distracted by colors.
Yes.
Who's winning that fight, Yanni?
Piccolo against who?
Green Lantern, John Stewart.
Okay. That's close. That's probably a closer match. I would probably give it to Piccolo because he's fought higher people and got farther. Green Lantern in those fights, I haven't seen him take down like a main person and like be the person that did it. Where Piccolo's the one who got closer to doing it with maybe a main villain. So yeah, I'll give it to Piccolo. But it's close though.
That's a tough thing with Jonathan Stewart. Like that's a tough thing with a lot of these DC characters. If you're not Superman or Batman, you're not taking down the biggest names. You don't have the feats. You don't have the accomplishments.
You don't have the feats.
Yeah. You know, some of them do, but not this Jonathan Stewart. Not this Green Lantern.
No. Wow, we've done 4 and 5 together. Hopefully we can start disagreeing because I know we're about to.
We'll see.
Oh, all right, let's go to your number 3 then.
Number 3.
So my number 3 for top 5 best black superheroes.
I know this is coming.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't get no context clues.
Because here's where the BS comes. Here's the BS.
What do you mean?
Yeah. The BS is loading. Go ahead.
No, I don't think this is BS. I think this is real fucking talk right here.
No, it's not.
Yanni, listen to me. I'm telling you, this guy's no fucking joke. This man is the oldest man on this list, the oldest person on this list. They're over 100 years old. Oh. They've been busted ass since the age of 12. 90 years of experience. It might be older than 100 years. They now say I'm over 100. They said it themselves. I'm older than 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Cultural influence 10. 10 on our cultural influence, Yanni.
Mm-hmm.
10. Power level 8. This man will put hands on Green Lantern. This man will put hands on Miles Morales. This man will put hands on everyone on this list. They probably put hands on Hancock because Hancock's a little sleepy. But I might just put hands on Piccolo. Intangibles 8. Okay, with the overall score 26 out of 30. This was the first Marvel movie, the first rated R comic book movie. This is Blade.
Oh my god.
The Daywalker, a vampire's biggest enemy, my number 3 best black superhero.
Let me stop. I don't want to seem like I'm hating. Where Blade lacks is cultural relevant staying power. People have not been crying for Blade to come back. Have they?
People want Blade to come back. Yes,
have people been crying? Nah, Matt. Have people because you'll see a palpable kind of movement for people to okay, Blade has to come back. This and this.
I'm not hearing this shit, Yanni. No one's crying for a damn Jonathan Stewart movie either. No one's crying for people crying for Static Shock. People ain't crying for a Cyborg movie. You can use that same argument against all these, even the people above on this list. People ain't crying for it. Black people don't cry about the superhero movies. You got other shit to cry about. Okay, we ain't cry about that. Daywalker Blade. If it wasn't for Blade, there would be no Marvel.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're absolutely right. He saved Marvel, and that's what I'm saying.
He created Marvel.
You know what? Shit, he created Marvel.
If it wasn't for him, they would not have the money to create Marvel. They took Buffy the Vampire Slayer and comic books and mashed it together and made Blade, and this man did numbers. And people sleep on Blade. Let me give you some metrics.
Blade.
Let me give you some metrics of what he could do, Yanni, because people fucking sleep on him.
All right.
They don't realize. People just assume he's just a guy in a trench coat with a sword. They assume that's what he is. You gotta start looking at Blade the same way you look at Wolverine. This man's healing factor. He can heal organs. He can heal limbs. If you don't decapitate him, don't cut off his head, it's growing back.
Yes.
Okay? This man can lift 10 tons. He could jump as far as the Incredible Hulk.
Yes.
A martial arts expert. He's been alive for 100 years just developing martial arts to bust vampires' ass. Vampires are no slouch.
They're not.
Morbius was busting Spider-Man's ass until Blade showed up. Well, pow! Punched him in his face, sliced his shit. That's what Blade does.
This is true.
Okay. This man could dodge bullets. He can knock out Ironheart, right? The new edition of Iron Man. He can knock out Ironheart with a single kick in her suit. Okay. He's stronger than Captain America. Stronger than Spider-Man.
Listen, man, I'm not going to allow you to do this, man. Okay, I have a great analogy for Blade. Blade is Dr. James Naismith. We're thankful that you gave us basketball. We're thankful for this. But nobody's like, man, I got to think about Dr. James Naismith. What you did is you paved a road for comic books to be successful on screen, and that is absolutely cannot be paid back. You are in the annals of history, but you're not somebody people are like, oh my God, I need the next Blade movie. Why don't we get it?
Bro,
why
when Blade showed up on the screen and Deadpool versus Wolverine, people went batshit crazy when they saw Blade. Blade is still the coolest one-liner motherfucker of all time. Blade's aura.
One-liner.
Bro, this man said, motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. Gangsta ass shit. Blade just is gangsta ass shit. Remember the mean? Culturally memorable. Okay?
Listen, man. I watch New Jack City, man. I love Wesley Snipes. Okay? I watch Demolition Man. I love Wesley Snipes. But we're not dying for a Blade movie. Cut it out. We're not.
Okay. All right, let's say even so. Okay, I'll knock down his cultural influence from 10 to 9. Just to appease you.
No, you didn't knock it down to like a 6.
No, what the fuck? Blade is memorable. Blade's iconic. The fuck? Blade is iconic.
Oh
and
my
they're gonna make another Blade movie.
What's stopping them? They're in a dry spell right now. What they do it now?
They're trying to have the guy was in Moonlight, Marshall, whatever his name is. You know, Marshall Ali. They're trying to have him in it, and then the talks got talky, and I think what happened is that Marvel made a bunch of duds in a row, and they're like, we just have to refine this and really just only focus on the Avengers.
Exactly. So they made a bunch of duds in a row, and they couldn't take a chance on who?
They already did take a chance on Blade, Yanni. They already did. That's what you forgot.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. It was such a W. Like, okay, we're in a dud, and this guy's if the source material is so great, we have to do it. Whatnot. There it is, right there. Make a Blade movie, but they said they can't make the movie in the dry spell.
You know what I think they should do? I think they should make a Blade TV series. I think that would be much better. Make a Blade.
I agree with that. I'll give you that. Yeah,
because a movie is like, yeah, we don't really know any of his villains, right? They're just vampires. The villains he's killing is fucking Dracula and Morbius and shit. Like, we need more of the character development from his villains.
Yes, I agree with that.
We need to see more of his personality, see more. Because, again, Blaze, imagine it's nighttime and you just see a 6'1" fucking trench coat, glasses, samurai sword wearing motherfucker in the middle of the street. This motherfucker has aura. Or tangible.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the thing. Do you see your point though? You're saying that he needs to rebuild his tape to get there. And I agree with you, but he's not there today. If they make the TV show, oh yeah, of course. I could see that. With the right writers and right showrunners, it could be a great series. But we're not getting that, are we? We don't have that right now.
It's coming, Yanni. All right, let's put it this way. Who wins in a fight? Blade or Green Lantern?
Why is it everything gets Green Lantern? Yes, he probably beats Green Lantern's ass.
Blade or Miles Morales?
I think Spider-Man. Listen, man, Spider-Man. The way I have Spider-Man right now, power level wise, no. The way I have Spider-Man power leveled right now, Miles Morales, I should say, is this is like Cell Games Gohan with the right rearing where they don't nerf him. Miles Morales could be probably a top he could be like the leader of a version of Avengers.
Bro, Blade is murdering him. There's nothing Spider-Man can do to knock him out. Blade he has regenerative ability, the same as Wolverine, the same as Deadpool. He's the strongest Spider-Man in Captain America. He can leap as much as Hulk. He can slice and dice, motherfucker. He has all the combat experience. He is fucking up. And even recently, in the new comics, he's been trained by Dracula. So now guess what this motherfucker could do? This motherfucker could turn into mist and just reappear. Like a ghost something.
Spider-Man can turn invisible, man. I'm not hearing that. Miles Morales can turn invisible, dog. I'm like, it could really get like that if with the right training. But once again,
it's the right training. But as of now, we're giving to the 100-year-old man Blade. The 100-year-old the Daywalker vampire slaying.
No, right now, okay, right now he is, but the cultural relevance doesn't even put like it's almost like boxing. Without the cultural
recency
relevance,
bias.
why would
you are drowning in recency bias?
The recency bias that brought up Spider-Man that's now working against him.
Bro, put it this way: the superhero movies that were pre-Blade was that goofy ass, dumbass Batman Robin movie with Frost, and that was terrible. Blade came back and rebooted this whole thing. It's like, yes, let's make it dark. Let's make it edgy. Let's make it realistic. Blade set the tone for what a nightlife is, how it should be. And with the disco lights and the strobe lights, he set the tone for what the whole white people should be.
I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm saying also you're saying recency bias, right? What has he recently done?
No, that's what I'm saying. You are trapped in recency bias.
But I'm saying I'm saying you should see some recency bias because there's anything recent about Blade to put him up there. He doesn't have a limited run on a TV show. All he got was on screen. So what was Blade's recency before he appeared in Deadpool Wolverine? It was a dormant IP.
Bailey's Holy Trinity. Blade could still get some run, man. If they make a Blade TV show,
show me when he gets the run, man. They won't even trust. They won't even trust him when they're down 20 right now. They're not down 20. I would say they're down 10.
So your argument is for the person you barely put in your top 5. You barely slip out in your top 5. Your argument is that it does. Your argument is that his cultural relevance is higher, right? So cultural influence, sure. I don't even say it's higher. If you kicked off Marvel, if you're the reason why Marvel is what it is today, if you're the reason why all those properties are where they are today, right? The black superheroes. When people think of black superheroes, they think of Blade. Blade's one of the first people they think of.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. We could ask around. We could ask around, and you'll be surprised. No,
listeners, let us know, man. Please let us know.
Yeah, please let us know. Please let us know the top 5 superheroes that like knee jerk, just like not any thinking, just snapping them off. When does Blade come up?
Blade comes up pretty quickly, and his cultural relevance. I would say that you can even say they're tied. You can even say they're tied because you can't forget what happened 20 years ago. You can't act like those Blades movies weren't bumping 20 fucking years ago. You can't act like they weren't, Yanni. You can't act like they weren't. You cannot act like they weren't. Okay.
I don't know, man.
Intangibles.
That cow is dry. If he's staking his legacy on that cow is dry. He's tired of being milked. You ever see that meme where the person comes back to milk the dry cow?
Intangibles, Yanni. Who has higher intangibles? Who has higher?
We don't even know this nigga.
that's how cold he is.
We don't even
he
know.
He just hits one-liners. Damn.
No.
This motherfucker just be saying shit.
We don't even know this man. No,
that's how cold he is.
No,
you don't need to know him. That's how cold. He's like John Wick.
He's the black
John Wick. He literally is the black John Wick.
His source material that he is, but we need on-screen time with him, not just one-liners in a mashup Wolverine and Deadpool movie, which is a cash grab. Like, no. Build up his stuff, like you said. Build up his brand again. TV show. I think you're absolutely right, man. If they do that the right way, oh yeah, then we'll see how cold he is, and people will know how cold he is. But we don't.
Yeah, the fact that Daredevil, the fact that Luke Cage. Actually, we didn't even mention Luke Cage. Where's Luke Cage rated on this? Luke Cage on your list?
Nah, man. Nah.
So Luke Cage was technically Marvel's. He was second or third. I think Falcon was second. Maybe Luke Cage was third. But Luke Cage is just like he's just only good for hood nigga shit. Like just he's impervious to bullets.
Yeah,
super
man.
Strong and impervious to bullets. That's cool.
Man. Yeah, we're good on Luke Cage. I didn't want to bring it. Yeah, man. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay. But Blade, he should have got a TV show. Luke Cage, cool. But Shang-Chi was terrible. Not Shang-Chi. Who the fuck? Iron Fist. Iron Fist should never got a fucking.
Yeah.
Blade deserves a show.
Blade does. I agree. Blade deserves a show. If he gets a show, it could be different. Yeah, for sure. I could see that. All right. My number 3. Much better number 3 anyways. So my number 3 was mentioned by Matt. Where he's from was mentioned by Matt, I should say. Okay. But Matt missed just a little bit. This is the little brother of the Raikage.
Oh, Killer B.
This is Killer B.
Killer B, the rapid. I guess.
Cultural relevance? It is 10.
This motherfucker was hitting bars. This motherfucker had to. Hey, man. Yeah, he was just rapping the whole time. He might be the blackest. He might be the blackest super. This motherfucker. Every word he said was.
Now, to break it down for the non-anime people, Killer Bee is a ninja from the Hidden Cloud Village. This village is full of melanated black people, which is really cool. And he is, I would say, a really powerful character. How do I power scale him? It's kind of tough, but I would say him being a Jin Cherokee, which means that he has a tailed beast within him, is that I would say that he is very powerful. And him being able to control, him being the first Jin Cherokee to be able to really control and have like full control over his tailed beast and be in concert with it, kind of shows how cool he is and how that kind of that aura and that intangibles. But I guess also just for the culture, just quickly to get to culture, because I understand some people, the vehicle that gets people to attach to a character is like some of the first things they see on screen. His first time on screen, the most aura character in Naruto is Sasuke. And he out-auras the most aura character the first time on screen, rapping to him and beating his ass and beating his team's ass.
With 9 swords at once.
With 9 swords while rapping. So like, the cultural relevance is out. He's doing this with sunglasses on and straight back cornrows. This is what's happening. Okay, he can handle 9. He's a talented swordsman, and he uses wrestling moves, and he has a tail beast within him, and he's rhyming to while beating your ass. Mind you, the character he's going against, Sasuke, is, I don't know how, like, Sasuke is like every cool person in any show or movie, like just a cool guy that has all the cool moves, this and this and this. And one of his cool abilities is that he has an eye that's able to discern the kind of jutsu you're going to use. Killer Bee is so unpredictable while rapping and beating your ass that he renders this eye, the Sharingan eye, which is able to decipher what you're going to do. He renders it useless because Killer Bee is so unpredictable. So this is the character that most black people are like, oh, that's us. This is cool, this and this. Now, yes, the character, because this is made by a Japanese person, the character does have tropes where he's always rhyming. He's always rapping. It's like, damn.
Literally. He can't help himself. He cannot
help himself.
Yeah.
But if you get past that and understand the viewpoint, obviously, this is...
if you get past that blatant racism, that the only thing he can do, he can't even talk. He just raps.
He cannot talk. He just raps. If you get past that, yeah, I would say blatant racism. If you get past the blatant racism. You get past that. Killer Bee is well known by the culture, well loved. He is the one who put the Hidden Cloud Village on the map. He is that guy. And obviously, Lord Ai, obviously his brother, is the Raikage, the 4th Raikage at that time. They used to be a tag team where they used to do a move where they do a running clothesline and decapitate people. Like, everything about Killer Bee is cool. Everything about Killer Bee, if you're talking about like cultural relevance, like coolness or whatever the shit is, he has that in spades. His on-screen time is not as much because he starts in I would say the middle part of Shippuden, which is another, obviously, part of the Naruto TV show line. But obviously, because the show had hella episodes, he still has a lot of on-screen time. And when he does, he steals the show. So, yeah, that's why I have at number 3. And his cultural relevance goes a lot farther. So, yeah.
Now it's time for me to shit on Nyounee the same way shitted on Blade. All right,
Yeah,
let's break this down step by step, okay? First off, so, yes, Killer Bee is an awesome character. He's very fun. He has a killer beast inside of him, or a tail beast inside of him, which is probably, let's say, a city level threat. Like, it could probably destroy a city.
No, not Naruto. We gotta scale it to the show. Scale it to the show.
That's what I'm saying. So it's town level threat. So town
not
level,
a town level threat. This is a like killer. Like this is tailed beast. This is like
tailed beasts take out about a city till someone eventually locks them up and puts them back away. So a town city level
somebody.
Threat.
Matt,
nobody. Kages at the top. Kages have to come through and capture them. But yes, Kages are able to. Kages are able to.
That's what I'm saying. So Okages would be in any other. And then I guess if we're going to compare it to DC and Marvel, right? Hokages would be like, this person has to be like a
leader of the Justice League.
Oh,
they're top 5 core member of a Justice League.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I just want to base it. That's all. Go ahead.
And mind you, Killer Bee was weaker than the 4th Raikage, who I mentioned earlier in my honorable mentions, and everyone knows acknowledges. Everyone knows.
True. That's
100% true. Look it up. You can look it up. He's weaker than the 4th Raikage. He's weaker than
not.
B is weaker than A, and everyone knows this. Let's power scale this, Yanni. Let's do some power scale.
Yeah, because you're lying now. That's not true.
All right, look, I'm just trying to figure out how strong Killer Bee could be. We know he can't beat the 4th Raikage. We know that. That's true. At the very least, he's on par. At the very least, to say he's on par, Yanni, you have to give me at the very least say that.
How would somebody that has a tailed beast inside them be on par with anybody?
How the fuck you think the tailed beast gets trapped back in the first place? The fourth Hokage is better than Killer Bee. I promise you that.
No.
Why did Killer Bee not do anything in the fucking war then? If he was such a threat in the Shinobi War, how come he didn't do shit?
He didn't want to move like that. He reluctantly pulled out of that situation, and everybody knows that. But wait, how can these tail beasts be so powerful and so coveted, but they're
city level threats. They're not universal level threats. They're city level threats. Okay. There are city level threats. That's just a gist of it.
If you were saying like this is like the one-tailed beast or something like this, I get it. He mind you, just quickly for the listeners that are not anime adjacent in Naruto, tailed beasts. How many more tails they have? Up to 9 is how strong they are. Naruto, the main character of the show, has a 9 beast. He's 1 behind Naruto.
And still Naruto, and the 9 tails was still a city level threat. You can only fuck up a city, but they're able to contain them every single time. Always able to contain them. They lose a lot of people die, but they're always able to contain them.
All right, man. All right. So
is Killer Bee able? Is he stronger than Killmonger? Could Killer Bee?
Yes, he's clamping him easily.
Even in the fucking
next name.
suit.
I'm not going to do this. Clamping him easily. Let's go to the next name.
Spawn. He's not killing.
Clamping
Spawn.
him. Yes.
No,
we don't even know this nigga. Spawn is once again in he's farther back than Blade. So yes, he may be that nigga, but we have not seen enough. He's not culture relevant enough.
You're too caught at the times, Johnny. You gotta expand your mind.
We don't. He should just be relevant enough that I should be able to recall him. Spawn's not. So he could be stronger than Killer Bee.
No one. If you have to explain who the Killer Bee was, he's not that relevant, Yanni. If you have to explain to people what Naruto was, what the Killer Beast was, doesn't make.
I'm explaining. Listen,
relevancy.
How about this? Okay, let me use your tactic against you. If we line up Killer Bee, mind you, pick the Killer Bee and compare him to who are the people that you're championing?
Hancock. Hancock whoops Killer Bee. Hancock whoops Killer Bee.
Wait, you're telling me that black people would be able to identify, more black people would be able to identify Hancock? Not just, they're going to say, that's Will Smith.
Without a doubt.
Right, man.
Yeah, with the fucking hat and the glass.
We can ask this on Twitter. That's a lie. There's only a few people that be more culturally relevant to black people than Killer Bee.
More culturally relevant than Frozone? No. Is he more culturally relevant than Nick Fury? Right. So your culture, exactly. So your culture relevant is solely losing steam. It's not culturally relevant people. We had honorable mentions.
No, it's not. What I'm saying is, no, it's not, because is Frozone and Nick Fury more identifiable than Spawn and Blade? Yeah, they are, but are they more powerful? No, we both agree that they're not. So that doesn't mean anything. It just means that what I'm saying is that you're saying that people don't know him. I'm saying that Killer Bee and Spawn are on the opposite sides of the identifiable section. Nobody even knows who this nigga Spawn is. You have to explain it. I promise you.
If you see a photo of Spawn, if you were alive when we were alive, you wouldn't know who Spawn is.
Nah, man. Killer Bee's clamping it. More people know Killer Bee. That's what it is.
You're fucking wrong, Yanni.
I'm not.
I don't know if I keep telling you wrong. He's just not a memorable. His dad's a memorable of a character. He's not even the 5th best character in Naruto. He's not even the 5th most memorable character.
There's a lot of great characters in Naruto, and he's definitely top 10.
Ain't that many. I mean, he's probably
wait.
10. He's 10. Top 10.
Okay, he's 10. How many characters do we get through? How many characters do we get through before we name Blade and Marvel? How many characters do we even get through if we name just anybody of any time for I guess for Spawn? We're gonna get to a lot of characters. So that doesn't mean anything, man.
When the first movie, the first superhero's first black movie, you know who it was. You wouldn't say Killer Bee. You would say motherfucker Blade.
Who would say? I guess we would say Blade.
Daywalker.
Nah, man. We're not saying that.
Mean?
Listen, man. Killer Bee, all jokes aside, Killer Bee is clamping a lot. His power level, if you're properly taking what is happening,
city level threat.
He's not a city level threat.
Mr. Terrific was handling he was part of the crew that was handling a city level threat.
Listen. I'm telling you. I'm gonna say this so we can skip this. Nobody that deserves a mainline DC or Marvel movie is clamping Killer Bee.
I promise you, my number one is murking the fuck out of him.
Does he have a mainline DC movie? Does he have a mainline DC or Marvel movie? If he doesn't, he's not clamping him. Sorry.
Maybe they do.
Nah. We'll come back to. I'll find out who your number one is. But if they can never properly mainline
I promise you, they will.
They're not clamping him. They're not clamping him. Sorry,
I fucking promise you.
They're not clamping Killer B. You're not even properly assessing or translating what the power level would be in Naruto to DC and Marvel.
I am.
You're not.
I promise you, I am. We'll get there when we get there.
Is this soft hate, man? It's hate, man. It's okay. All right, let's go to number 2, man. You just soft hating right now. All right, let's go to number 2.
Number 2.
All right.
So my number 2, the second best.
Is the obvious one?
I guess so. I think so. The second best black superhero of all time.
All right.
Many consider this the first.
Yeah.
Well, he actually is the first black superhero of all time. He showed up in 1966, put belt to ass against all 4 of the Fantastic Four. He just whooped their ass. Just showed up and spanked them. In 1966, black man.
Yeah.
Shows up and bust their ass. Although, the reason why he's number 2, because I find him highly overrated.
I knew you were going to do this, man, but it's okay. So can I do him as my number 1 then? Because I knew you're going to do it. I just never going to do it, but go ahead.
My number 2 for best black superhero
I don't know why
is the King of the Dead. He's also King of the Dead. You know he can control zombies? He can do that. He can control zombies. That's what he did one time. Black Panther.
You call him the King of the Dead. It's kind of weird, but I understand how that come about. I guess I understand, but yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, Matt, go ahead, tell the listeners why you made the wrong decision. I'll tell you why that it's the right decision to put number 1.
Power level is 8. I have him as the same power level as Blade. If him and Blade get into a fight, it's a tough fight.
It's a tough fight. I'll give you that.
Tough fight. They both have superhuman powers. The one thing that Black Panther has is that suit, the antimanium, the vibranium suit. But every once in a while, Blade yields the antimanium blade. Right, Blade has a couple technologies that might be able to fuck up that suit. But if without that, Black Panther's washing Blade because it's just so tough to penetrate. His defense is so strong that he's just tough to get through, right? And he's intelligent, super strength. He is one of the smartest people, and the
R is there, man. We're talking about Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther. Just the aura going into that, you feel like he's gonna pull through.
Cultural influence, 10 out of 10.
11 out of 10. Shit, 12 out of 10.
I think 12 out of 10 is more accurate, but the scale's out of 10. Your cultural influence, 10 out of 10. Intangibles, 10 out of 10. He's up there with Captain America as far as the most respected leader. Like when they was running to fight those zombies, it was him and Captain America. The first person to reappear that when everyone got revived, he has a level of command and respect amongst every character in Marvel.
Definitely.
Okay. He created in comic books. He created devices that were able to kill Thanos, that were able to kill Silver Surfer. So he's intelligent, and the only thing that's holding them back, the only thing that's holding Black Panther back is one, his power level is not. He can't. Could he beat up Hancock? I don't know. Can he beat Spawn?
Oh my!
I gotta critique these things. Power level matters, Yanni.
Oh my God!
Power level matters. But that's not what I came here to mention. The one thing that's holding them back is that Killmonger was so much cooler than he was. Is that Killmonger was so much funner,
much
cooler, so much better than he was. And honestly, if I'm keeping it a buck,
you know the foil, a proper foil that would be for them, just really quick, is if you guys are familiar with X-Men, is obviously Black Panther's closer to Cyclops, where Wolverine's closer to Killmonger, where it's just like there's just that aura of like maybe obviously anti-hero bad boy that Killmonger and Wolverine have in spades that Cyclops and Chadwick Boseman just cannot have. You know what I'm saying? But I get that point. I get your point. Yeah, I get your point with that.
Yeah, it's just a difference in how far they're willing to go. Like Black Panther is so much led by integrity and being chivalrous, where Killmonger is about getting the fucking job done, right? But like I said, cultural influence, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Is the only thing's holding him back is that I think he will lose in the fight to my number 1. I think everyone's losing to a fight to my number 1, maybe except for Oop. And I think Chadwick Boseman did not a great job with Black Panther.
What?
Yeah, and I know like the whole Wakanda Forever thing. I know it was such a big one. For those of you, for our grandchildren, listen to this. You can't understand the cultural impact that Black Panther had.
Cannot.
And 26, I don't even know if it was 2016 or 2017, but that feels like the year it was because you could just remember it was It was that era. It was a certain era of Black pride and the level of it made Africans
it was a
cool.
renaissance. That's what I'm saying. Is that I was gonna say that Chadwick Boseman, because Matt's saying that he just didn't deliver. Chadwick Boseman didn't deliver. As an African, I got through some because usually it happens where actors, I would say African American actors, are depicting Africans and they immediately default to the South African accent immediately, and it's usually the characters are usually West African leaning, although they don't say the country, because obviously Wakanda, we know they don't say the country, but usually the characters and the way that they depict their culture is West African leaning, so we want a better accent. He was so good. We didn't have time for that. So saying Chadwick Boseman was the perfect Black Panther for that moment. And I don't know. I just don't know. It was 2018 and the matchup was 2016. Shit, it could have been one of those 2018, 2016. It was a time. He was perfect for the time. We're talking about casting. We talked about casting with Nick Fury and Sam Jackson. We talked about casting with Killmonger and Michael B. Jordan. That pairing, Michael B. Jordan and Chadwick Boseman, couldn't have been better. Could not have been. I even looking back on it, I don't know who could have done it better.
See, I just always have a tough time with these really bland characters, like the characters who are too perfect, like the Captain Americas, the Supermans, like the characters who are flawless, that it just kind of comes off as boring. And that's what I got from Chadwick Boseman's.
He does give.
I thought it was a bit boring.
He does give Black Captain America. That's all I'm going to say. They should give the shield to him. Yes, but the point being is that there's nothing wrong. I think sometimes we get into this point in time. I think Matt talked about it before, where it's like superhero movies are boring, so let's make it more dark. Yes, but sometimes we're like, everybody has to have a flaw. Well, bitch, sometimes they don't got a flaw. Sometimes we need a moral a benchmark that's like, this nigga doesn't instill gum from the store in 5 cents. This guy is just a good human being, and we're gonna just try to be this good person. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think Chadwick Boseman, he embodied literally all around just good human beings. Sometimes we need that. They don't need to be brooding and have a secret where they one time killed somebody and went too far, but now they don't. We don't need that all the time.
That's fair. I think if they would have had, if Chadwick Boseman wouldn't have passed away, RIP, I think if he wouldn't have passed away, they would have had enough time to flesh out his character, to kind of create more adversity, to create they'll be able to
internal conflict. Yeah, I agree.
Right. But I just think, the Black Panther movie was just such a moment, and they just try to make it as iconic and as Afrocentric and as and just try to make Black people proud as we could have been, right? And they did a great job, because even the numbers show it. What was like that? It was like before the Avengers, it was like the highest grossing Marvel movie of all time, and it just broke records, and it was so good. They said, let's try it with the Asians. Let's make Shang-Chi with the Asians. Like they inspired like the whole.
Oh my God, man!
Yeah,
oh my
Black
God!
Widow. Like they inspired everyone to make. No, seriously,
that is wild, man. Come on, man.
That's how good it was. Kendrick Lamar came out with the album to it. It was elite.
They left. They nailed everything. So yes, Matt having him as number 2. I really want to know his number 1, because I know he's ruined his list again. Matt tends to do this at the end of the show. I just didn't know when he was going to do it, but obviously he did it. He waited till the end, which I gotta give him kudos for doing that. But this is my number 1. Quickly to dovetail his point, he's everything. I mean, we had, before Black Panther, we had superheroes that are okay, we kind of chose between, maybe some people chose Blade, some people like Spawn, it depends. Some people liked Jon Stewart. We didn't know, but what happened was, this moment came together with Chadwick Boseman's depiction of Black Panther. It's like, oh, that's our guy. He gets mainline. He gets a mainline movie. He's a mainline Avenger. He's respected. He talks. They listen. They revere to him. Everything is exactly how we need it to be. Okay, this is not just a subsidiary where it's like when he was on screen at times, even in the Avengers movie, it didn't feel like he was a subsidiary. He was he commanded the screen. So it's okay, that's us. We're not just the black sidekick or the black what is it? Even though in the grand scheme of things he may have been that for the Avengers, he didn't come off like the black moral compass.
Policy.
No. I'm about to say moral compass, like how Jon Stewart does with the Justice League. What do you think, John? Obviously, this is Batman and Superman asking. Obviously, this is Batman and Superman asking him a question of. Ask him a question about something they're going to do. They're making their own decisions on, but he's going to give a great answer that is well respected around the room. But it's okay, Black Panther at times is just We're doing this. This is what's happening. I don't give a fuck what this nigga's talking about, pointing at Captain America. I don't give a fuck what this nigga's talking about, Iron Man. We're doing things like this. My dad said this. Like, it was very, very much the way he commanded it. There's no other black, like, I want to say, like, you know how sometimes they talk about, like, BC and ADs, okay, before Christ and after death? There's before Black Panther when you're talking about black superheroes and after Black Panther. That's just what it is. Like, that's how perfect they did that casting. Everything happened. Obviously, I think he died of, was it kidney cancer? Was it kidney cancer? Well, some kind of cancer. I think it was prostate, maybe prostate cancer. I don't know. It was some form of cancer that he died. But yeah, perfect. So he's number one. I could go on all day about it, but
my number two can mark him in a fight.
Wait,
my number two.
Well, I thought this was your number two.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. My number one can mark him in a fight. It doesn't have as much cultural influence because it's impossible to have as much cultural influence, but it's very culturally relevant and it commands the same type of respect from the comrades and everyone. But go ahead. What's your number two?
My number two, obviously this is Matt's probably gonna flip out, but I think my number two has great support. My number two, Matt mentioned number two, and he missed the opportunity because his number two, it has everything. I
already know what you're gonna say. I'm not gonna hear based on all the arguments used against me for Blade.
Okay, well, go ahead. Let me give you a chance.
Hearing it. I'm not gonna hear a Static Shock deserves to be higher than fucking Blade. I'm not here for it. Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. Well, you're gonna hear it. Virgil Hawkins, aka Static Shock, is definitely number two. First of all, he mainlined his own series. People remember this series growing up. It was watched because this show was on. This show was shown on WB. So this is on
50 episodes, Yanni. 50 episodes.
50 episodes that a lot of people don't have as a mainline person. All right. So with that being said, along with this show was black leaning. Nigga, Master P did Master P. No, Romeo and Master P did the theme song.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember the theme song, but I remember them doing it. I remember that. Yeah.
Superheroes, Static Shock.
Hey,
superheroes.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So Static Shock had to be number two in my mind because I do think that we're making this. I found myself like, okay, well, damn. When do they get the main line? I mean, like, yes, I mean, we talked about it, and I do think Miles Morales does pack him up. I do. So before you get that comparison, Miles Morales packs him up, and he has mainline movies. That's also true too. But his aggregate screen time is like what, 5 hours? I still see more Static Shock when growing up. I did. Now that's not to say Static Shock had a long longevity. That's to show you how the small amount of screen time that Miles Morales actually has in our lifetime. It's only 5 hours. Static
Shock had 50 episodes, 20 minutes a pop.
Okay, what's the math on that? I'm not good at math.
5 hours.
Is it really?
Not 5 hours, but it's 5 hours of something. Right, 20 minutes. Actually, no, that's the last one. I'm thinking I'm doing the wrong.
Damn,
math.
Is it? Is it?
No, I'm doing math. I'm doing math.
We are showing that we're bad at math. Hold on. Okay, 50. Okay, 50 times 20. 50 times. Let's say 25. 50 times.
No. It's definitely 20. Those you got to count all the previews, all this shit they do. It's definitely 20.
God, man.
Times 20. All right, and divided by 60 for minutes. That's 16 hours. 16 and 2/3 hours. 16 hours.
16. Go by math number. The Nick Fury's running this goddamn show. If we're going by how much screen time they have. Did niggas watch that? I know niggas watch Static Shock though.
Okay. If we go by screen time, where's Black Panther? You gotta make down Black Panther lower if you're gonna do screen time.
Don't do that, Matt. Black Panther is set aside. He is set aside.
He's using your logic.
No.
Logic against you.
Well, first of all, Black Panther had 2 mainline movies.
One.
Okay, we could do that. And he also featured through a lot of different movies. We could add the aggregate screen time if you want to do that. That's fine. He was on the screen a lot.
He was in.
He mainlined one
other movie. Okay, Infinity Wars, Black Panther, Endgame, Civil War.
You hate on Black Panther is wild to me. You're trying to use this as days shade. You know,
dude, I just think he's overrated. Because here's the thing. You want to keep it a buck? You want to keep it a buck?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you know about Black Panther before Civil War?
No, Did you know about Nick Fury before? Did you know about Nick Fury before Sam Jackson?
Exactly.
Wait. Did you know about Blade before Wesley Snipes depicted him? Did you know about?
I knew about Blade since I was 3 years old. My whole life.
Okay.
My whole life I knew about Blade.
Okay. If we want to black people, how many people knew about Blade before Wesley Snipes hopped in?
If you're our age, they knew him well before Black Panther did.
That's a lie. Cap.
I promise you. If you're our age,
that's cap.
Did you know about Black Panther was the first black superhero made in 1966? Did you hear about him?
I knew about him. I knew about him
prior,
but I knew about him. But I'm not crazy enough to think that most black people didn't know about him until Chadwick Boseman. So depiction does matter. The casting matters. I agree with that. But I'm saying that casting is better than anything we've ever seen, and probably will for a while.
All right, let's go back to Static Shock. Let's go back to Static Shock.
Let's go back to hate on Static Shock. Now, Static Shock mainline his own show, and I believe his intangibles are there. Now, him having
tangible 6 out of 10, man. I have 6 out of 10 for a tangible.
We're definitely going 7.5.
He's a city level. He's a city level superhero. He's left to
Electric magnetism as his superpower.
He loses
has
the Frozone.
So many ways to go. Has way more ways to go as far as tying into black people. They can even tie into the melanin with electromagnetism. Like if this is properly done, mind you actually prove my point later on. We're talking about people crying about a Blade movie, and you even mentioned, you said that there's a palpable pulse of black people crying for Static Shock to be brought back.
Yes, there are.
Okay, that proves that. So the cultural relevance is there. He's mainlined the show. The only thing that's happened is that DC are stupid, and they haven't they've never been good at anything. So of course they're not going to know how to handle a black superhero and having him lead. If I'll say this: if Virgil Hawkins' IP was in the hands of Marvel, it will be a problem. It will be a problem. I promise you that. They would know exactly what to do.
It's called Miles Morales.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, yeah, and they're doing well, right? I'll give you that. Yeah. So I'm saying that mind you, now you take the show plus maybe what Sony / MCU is doing with Miles Morales, and you can imagine what Static Shock would be.
Static Shock beat up Falcon. Can he beat up Falcon?
Whoop his ass. He would put hands on him. I know. I
don't think he can beat up Falcon. I think it's a fair fight. I think that's a close one.
No, he's clamping him.
Could Static Shock beat Cyborg?
Clamping him too.
Nah,
so a nigga that half his limbs is
if his limbs are fucking cannon, if his limbs are fucking nuclear,
but it's powered by what?
What do you mean?
It's powered by electricity, right? She's not clamping him. All right, man, come on, man. He's clamping that man. He's clamping him.
Could Virgil Hawkins beat the Green Lantern? No way, no chance in hell. He's getting murked. He's getting squashed like a bug.
No, I agree. I'll agree with that power. I'll agree with that power.
Once we get to the top tier, Miles Morales, the Blade,
I agree.
He will die.
But this is black superheroes, and what it means, he is.
But your whole synopsis is based off of just cultural influence, not about anything else, not about power, not about how well of a superhero are, not how
how else can I argue a point? There could be a black superhero that we don't know about, that only 3 people know about, that he's super fast, he could do math good, but we don't know who he is, whatnot. What does that matter?
It matters
we need to know who people are.
You gotta take all into consideration. You can't just take one thing into consideration, Yanni. You gotta take it all.
Other things matter more. Other things are way higher, matter more.
It's not a popularity contest, Yanni. It's about who is the best black superheroes.
Some of it is.
It's not.
And also, how many black people that have I seen Blade or what's his name? Blade or Spawn save? Because Virgil in Dakota City, Virgil's saving a lot of black people.
What city is he in?
Dakota City.
Where the fuck is Dakota City?
I don't know, but it's a middle city and there's a lot of black people there. It's multicultural. Okay? Spawn is either killing or doing a lot of things to the white. Hey man, I don't know, man. It's not really culturally relevant to me. And a lot of them vampires that either Blade helps or doesn't help or not, they kind of white. So I don't know. We don't know.
Hey, if we're going off that logic, then my number one is gonna shit on this.
Oh yeah, who's your number one? Actually, let me run the tape. Quickly, listeners. My number one is obviously Black Panther. I already did that with Matt. On his number 2 because he was wrong. I was just helping him. So I've already done my number 1. So we're just gonna let Matt do his number 1 and get it wrong. All right, here we go.
Number 1.
All right, go ahead.
The best black superhero of all time was created in 1975. This person was an OG, a real OG. Born in New York City. Okay. They are one out of 14, maybe 15 of the strongest beings in Marvel. Classified, stamped, recognized by everyone as the OG. You don't fuck with this person. If we get into a fight, Don't fuck with that person. That person could fuck some shit up. They are an Omega level mutant. Their powers are endless. They can fuck up the world if they wanted to. This person was such a badass that people revered her as a goddess.
Oh.
She started from a bottom. She was an orphan, worked her way up, revered as a goddess. This woman was such a fierce, strong leader that she married Yanni's number one.
She did.
She married Yanni's number one. But like every marriage, they got divorced. But you know, who's counting? But anyways.
They did get divorced, yeah.
My number one for strongest, most powerful, the limitless black superhero of all time is Storm.
You know what I'm gonna say it, man, because this is the pod. I'm gonna say it. Matt, a pandering ass nigga, man. First of all, I'm gonna get this off right now because Matt would Matt would want to have me have tape out there. Looks like me soft hating on black women. That's not the case, ladies. First of all, let's keep it a bug. Let's keep it an actual bug. Matt has never even thought of Storm in that way. What's her name? Halle Berry's depiction of Storm was flaccid. She's
oh yeah, for
twice.
sure. No, the movies did Storm injustice because Storm is so powerful they can't do anything with it. Storm is as powerful as Magneto. She's as powerful as Jean Grey. Like you know how Jean Grey fought the X-Men. Storm fought the X-Men too.
Listen,
I'm
about to. Listen, let me not hate. Matt, get your points out. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong.
Okay, let's go. Power level 10. 10 out of 10.
Yep, let's go. Level. Yep, you're right.
10 out of 10. She can take the fucking the air out of your lungs and make it explode and kill you.
Yes,
instantly.
She's that one. I'll give you that. Next one.
She can take the pressure in your ears and make you deaf whenever she wants.
This is true.
She could change the way you think by controlling the electric waves in your fucking brain. She controls all types of matter in the atmosphere. Okay, 10 out of 10.
Yep.
She can out lightning bolt and defeat Thor.
Yes.
She could defeat a literal god.
Yes.
Magneto respects her. Dr. Doom respects her. Dr. Doom's like, hey, I'm not going to fuck with you, Storm. You do you.
This is
Dr.
true.
Doom is the most vile, powerful, disrespectful motherfucker in the Marvel Universe, but he respects Storm. Leader of the X-Men. Okay?
One of the leaders. Come on, man.
She had a single storm that completely resurfaced the whole entire planet by herself.
Yes.
Hurricanes that spans continents.
Matt, we are very powerful. She's powerful. We know this. She
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
She can wield Mjolnir. Intangibles. 10 out of 10.
Okay.
She can wield Mjolnir, Yanni.
Captain America can too. So they got the tangibles. Yes.
Exactly.
I'm giving you that.
10 out of 10.
Okay. All right.
Cultural influence. You talk about screen time, Yanni. You brought up screen time.
Yep.
She has the most screen time out of any motherfucker on this list. She does. X-Men, all the X-Men movies. She has her own X-Men or Storm comic book series. She's the most.
No, you're not going to get away. I'm not letting you get away with that. That's my problem.
9 out of 10.
Storm. No, you're not even going to win 9 out of 10. We're not even giving her that. No, we're not giving her that.
Yanni, people cosplay her every fucking year, Yanni. Yeah, I know. She is the embodiment of black woman superhero. She is the black woman superhero.
She's like.
Go on, Yanni.
Matt,
just say it.
Matt's so messy. Matt want to get me canceled so bad.
We're in Trump era now, Yanni. You can say whatever you want. Go ahead.
Listen, no hate. I gotta tread some because Matt trying to line me up. It's okay.
I'm just being honest. I don't even need to give.
You're being disingenuous.
No,
it's okay.
I'm being 100%.
It's okay.
I promise you.
Storm is like the Tim Duncan pick of cosplay for black women. So
and is that a bad thing? Tim Duncan's fucking great.
Listen, hold on. He is fucking great, but it's very safe. That's what I'm saying. Like,
because he's iconic. What you think Black Panther doing Wakanda forever is not safe?
Listen, hold on. Now, when we say Tim Duncan picked, it's for the listeners. It's a pick that somebody picks. It's like I want to get in trouble.
Argue against.
You can't argue against. But you're when somebody says a Tim Duncan pick, you accept it, but your facial reaction is like the same facial reaction you give to somebody when they say, "Oh, what's your favorite book?" and they say 48 Laws of Power. It's like, okay, I can't say anything, but I'm saying something.
You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it.
We have to respect it because it's a book. It's printed. It's a New York Times bestseller. It's a book. I can't hate on that. But the reason why I say it is because it's not really authentic. Like I promise you. I have not seen. I've seen. How can I put this? I've seen like the kind of like pull that people have on screen or just in any kind of cultural light, where it's like, wow, that person can do no wrong, or the thing shifts. Everything didn't shift after Storm or before Storm.
Oh, it definitely did.
No,
the X-Men before that, X-Men was a flop. That's when they had fucking
Storm's one carried them.
Storm and Wolverine, they came together. They came as a duo package. Storm, Wolverine, and Kitty Pryde. They came together.
So you're telling me Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and the flaccid performance of Halle Berry is the reason why they're on.
It's not Storm's fault that Halle Berry's a bad actress. So
that's what I'm saying. That's right. But that's what I'm saying is that to dovetail our point, right? Is that I think we need to drill on the fact that casting matters, and casting can elevate and also take down, also relegate people down to a lower rung. If Storm is depicted properly, here I'm gonna say this. And I know you guys are gonna get some people are gonna get mad. I think a perfect Storm would be
Angela Bassett.
Of course, but that's her time's past now.
Yeah,
but
she would have been perfect. She like the ferocity, like the fierceness that she has in Wakanda Forever. If she put that into Storm, like the command of screen, that is what Storm needs. But like one thing about Storm, she is so OP. Like she's stronger than Jean. She's as strong as Jean Grey. She's as strong as Magneto. She's as strong as Professor Xavier. Like what Omega level mutant means is that their power has no limits. There is no cap to how much they can fuck shit up. There's no limit.
I agree, and I think Angela Bassett was a perfect example. I think Angela Bassett could have been a perfect Storm, a depiction for her in her prime. Like I think about Angela Bassett, I'm also thinking about what is that damn movie in the 90s that my mom watched and all the other women watched. Oh my god, it's not How Stella Got Her Groove Back. It's Waiting to Exhale. I don't know if you know it, but there's Waiting to Exhale where Angela Bassett's just on fire. That would have been a great Storm, but that was like literally almost 30 years ago. So what I think right now is, girl that acts in that Wicked series with Ariana Grande, the bald black woman.
No, I need someone a little bit stronger. She seems a little too frail. I see too many clips of her and fucking whatever her lesbian friend is, Ariana Grande. I see too many clips of them being so soft. If I'm gonna Storm, you give me a Storm. I need me a strong. Because here's the thing. She embodies strength and leadership. She's the leader of the X-Men, right? When fucking Cyclops goes away, she's the leader, and she never lost her heritage. She always, like in the comics, she always remained rooted to her heritage. She was the goddess of Kenya. They revered her as a goddess, and how strong and powerful she was. She always.
I agree, but I just think that obviously for the cultural relevance, she was never done right. So I can't put her at the number one if she's not done right. We have Chadwick Boseman here. And he literally delivered.
He wasn't done right, in my personal opinion. I don't think he was done right. He had one movie. If we're going to a comic book,
he had one movie, and it has changed everything. And he made your number two for one movie.
It was great timing. Timing was more than anything. It was actually It
was the casting.
I can't knock the cultural relevance. The cultural relevance for Black superheroes. And Black Panther, yes, was number one, but we didn't know anything about him beforehand.
Yes,
prior to Black Panther, Storm was the embodiment of Black superhero, like because she had more gravitas than Jon Stewart. She had more gravitas.
She was around
all of them.
She was around, but she don't think,
bro. Don't say she was around, bro.
Storm trying to serve me. Matt doesn't even believe this. I'm so hot right now because you're trying to serve me up. You don't believe this shit.
You, no one's fucking with her. Who's killing her?
No.
All the people names. Spawn can't beat her.
I'm not talking about that, man. I'm saying that everything you said. I never disagreed with her power level. I never disagreed with, I guess, some of the other things you said. I'm saying that the cultural relevance falls off because she has not been done right. So we can't say, well, if she does, then we don't know.
Okay, she never had her own solo movie, but she's always been a support character, right? She's always been relegated to support character. Yeah, but everyone knows who the fuck she is. That's how iconic the character is. She never had her own movie, but yet when people think of X-Men, she's one of the first people you think of. Right? That's how strong her case is. She had no solo movie. Her screen time in the actual movies were nerve. We didn't even see. Only thing we saw her do was fight a fucking toad. And get slapped up by a fast person.
Man, you know,
we never seen her in action, but we still recognize.
I see the play, man. I see the play, man. I see the play. You know, I see the play. Matt trying to get his shit off. He's trying to win some favorite points here, and he's serving me up. It's nasty because
I'm serving you up because it's truth.
It's true. Matt doesn't believe this shit.
No. Let's go pound for pound. Let's go pound for pound. And powers.
No, you're comparing powers. I already agree with you.
Let's go on the rubric. Who's winning in a fight? Black Panther or Storm?
Storm.
Intangibles.
Storm.
Black Panther, Storm.
Storm. Okay. Now let's go to cultural relevance. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, one out of the three. So I have three rubrics.
And you have her at 9. She's a 6.
The same reason.
She's a
if you
6.
win 1 out of 3, that means you won. If you win 1 out of 3, doesn't mean you won. Her culture, no, she's a 9. She's a fucking 9.
You're actually lying.
Bro, everyone know, bro. If someone says, "Oh, you know who Storm is?" People know who Storm is, bro. People know who Storm way more Storm than Blade. People know who Storm is more than Green Lantern. John Stewart.
That's not hard.
Exactly. She's the second most popular. She's easily the second most popular black character.
No, don't do that. I have to wind it back. More people can identify Miles Morales right now than Storm.
No, I promise you, they fucking can't. You're a fucking liar, Yanni.
You're lying. You're just lying.
Miles Morales was made in 2011, fam.
And he's
how many movies?
His rise is like that.
2011,
and nobody remembers him. Nobody remembers her in those movies.
Oh, they do remember in the movies.
No,
they remember Sally Berry. And if we're going off the same intangibles, I gave the Catwoman. If you apply those intangibles to Storm, that's also a 10. Easy 10, because great intangibles. You can't teach those intangibles, Yanni. You can't teach it.
Matt,
you're born with those intangibles.
Hey, you know what? I hope. Whatever favor you're looking for, and whoever you send this clip to, I hope that you reach your goal because you're lying on the pod.
I'm not lying. Dude, look at the rubric. Yanni, look at the rubric.
You know what, Matt?
Listeners, pull together your own rubric. Let's be honest. Who's winning in the fight? Black Panther, Storm.
Yeah, you're moving the goalposts. I already gave you the fact that she's an Omega level power threat. I'm saying that you don't be thinking about Storm like as Black Super. You don't, and most black people don't.
I think she was the first person I thought of.
Her depiction has been severely lacking. So I know you don't be thinking about her like that. Cut that out.
I do. See, here's the thing. I think I just know more about comic books than you do, Yanni. And when the comic books, she's such more of an icon.
Okay, I'll give you that. And if you actually believe it, then I guess you do. I'm saying most black people do not think about her when they come up black superheroes. They don't.
I do. She's the first person I thought of. Like, again, she's iconic, and she's
okay.
Like, and for black women, did we name any other black woman on here? We didn't name. We named Ironheart, but only in like.
See. So now I look away. Now I look away. Now I look away. And it's real shit, but I guess I gotta give it because you probably do read the comic books, so it's true. I'm saying most people.
I watch YouTube videos. I don't read the comic books. I watch a lot of YouTube videos that does a deep dive on all the comic books. I don't watch the comic books. I just do. I don't read it. I don't know how. But I watch YouTube videos.
But I'm saying is that most people. I'm saying Matt is a lot is more ahead of the curve than most people are. Most black people. I'm saying that most people know of Storm. They know of Storm. They know of Storm that she's very powerful. But her depiction has been lacking. So the actions point to Storm and making her relevant isn't there. And that's not her fault. I think she has great IP, but she has not been done right. So if she's not been done right, it's the kind of thing like with Blade. When they're done right, then we'll know. But until they are, we can't really rank them.
I'm curious, after we get out of the recency bias, if we give it another 10 years, right, more of these IPs, more of these people that have more fleshed out characters on the big screen.
Oh yeah, we'll
see. It will definitely change. I think we're just so caught up in the present moment of how relevant
but also
Black Panther was to our upbringing.
But also, why haven't they got their at bat? Why haven't they got their opportunity? The IP is right there. Not to say somebody's stopping them. It's not like it's tied up like in like a messy kind of joint custody thing like Spider-Man is. The IP be right there. The IP sitting on Disney's desk.
I mean, they try to make Blade. I mean, they could if they wanted to. You're right. I have no rebuttal to that. They keep making Black Panther because of how successful it was for. Oh, it was very successful, but like we didn't know shit about him. Like he was very irrelevant to us.
True.
He was afterthought to us beforehand.
He was. Oh yeah, for sure.
Like no one knew who he was.
Yeah, no one's.
I'm saying
Yeah.
for staying power, for like what we grew up with, what is still like Storm is still remain relevant despite the lack of screen time she has.
No, it's there. I'm just saying that I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm saying
You
when
don't
it's
even have her in the
done,
top 5.
I do not.
I think you might be a little misogynist now.
See,
I might think you now don't like women.
that's what it
I heard
is,
you talking
man.
about
See?
Jonathan Stewart's beautiful green eyes earlier.
Oh
and
my!
I just think you like.
I said Aaron. I said was it Aaron Pierre Paul would be good for. They were trying to slot him as Green Lantern. I don't think that shit worked out, but I think because of the eyes. But obviously, I said pause and no homo after that. But nonetheless,
hey, if you have to say it, I don't know.
All right, man.
You smelt it, you dealt it, Yanni.
Let's go through our list, man. I'm tired of this, man. Whatever. All right. I'm going through my list. I think I did swap out. I put I agreed with you, and I put Miles Morales at my number 4 or my number 5. And so I got number 5, Miles Morales. Then John Stewart's Green Lantern. Then Killer Bee is number 3. Static Shock is number 2, and then Black Panther is number 1. Rightfully so. It's the right list. Go ahead, Matt.
Your second and third are ass. I moved up Miles Morales from 5 to 4. So I have Green Lantern as number 5. I moved up Miles Morales to number 4 for his steady, drastic increase. And he's still having comic books being made. He's still being developed. He still has video games being made about him.
He could be number 1. It could, at the end of the day. I understand that.
5 years from now, he might be number 1.
Yeah.
I have Green Lantern at number 4. Jonathan Stewart. I have Blade at number 3.
Crazy.
Black Panther as number 2. And the most powerful, beautiful, gorgeous, fierce leader in all of Marvel Comics, the most respected woman of all Marvel Comics, Storm.
Matt's list went off the rails at number 3. I didn't know how he was going to ruin his list this time, guys. I apologize. And obviously, he makes me look away. I wasn't ready for that curveball. But I actually do think that Matt does believe this, because he actually does the work as far as reading the source material. But I'm not hating on Storm. Just to get this out, I'm not a misogynist. I just think she needs better depiction. Matt wants to paint me as one, but I'm not. I love black women. I love Storm. I love Storm. I love black women. I'm sure about it. And I just think that Matt is a diabolical, evil genius. And I didn't foresee his tactics this time, so I apologize.
One of those things might have been true, what Yanni just said right there, and one of them may have not. We'll see. Who knows? Listeners, up for you to decide which one of those statements were true.
All right. Well, I don't have any other parting shots because I am still reeling from the curveball. Do you have any other parting shots, Matt?
I'm just happy to be doing top 5 guys consistently again. I don't know if you noticed, we hadn't learned how to make video clips. It's like us discovering fire.
Yeah,
so we're gonna try to put up some cool clips, and we're gonna try to have fun with this, and we'll see how much it grows and expands. But again, to our day 1 listeners, to our day 2 listeners, to the just joined us yesterday listeners, we're thankful that you're here, and we're gonna keep ranking things to save the world.
Thank you for rocking with us. And see you guys and love you. Goodbye.
Gang gang.
Gang gang.